So, what we saying? A page here. We're doing that Q&A that we were talking about last week. Got some questions, had a quick skim. They're a bit naff, but I'll do what I can. Let's just get into it. I don't want to keep too much of your time. Although it's not like you can do anything else. You're all under house arrest. First question, Alan. Kent, how does it feel being an old wrestler facing the younger ones? Well, Alan, since the government made the most foolish of decisions to make child abuse and hitting your kids illegal, which has led to the downfall of society, if you ask me, being able to beat up some kids, some members of the worst generation to date, it's an honour, it's a privilege, it's a duty I take on both shoulders, and it's one I carry with great pride. Next question, Jean, or Jean if you're French. If you could wrestle anyone in the world, who would it be and why? Well, I think it would have to be Sammy Smooth. See, Sammy Smooth was the former Apex heavyweight champion before myself. But he dropped it out of the blue. He just disappeared. I don't know what he's doing now. But if you do see Sam, please tell him that Kent wants to beat him and, make the whole package complete. Don't know if he's busy. Let him know. Thanks. Thanks, Gene. Another question from anonymous, unknown, unless it's a foreign name. Who was your masked tag partner at the last show? Now, if you weren't aware, if you aren't clued up, the last Apex show, two masked men faced the 666 pack in a tables match. I was one of the masked men. I think we all gathered that. The other guy's a mystery. Who knows? Who the bloody hell is it? Well, I can tell you today, it's an exclusive. The man in that mask was former WWF superstar and former actor Zeus. Yeah. Really, I'm going to tell you my secrets, please. I'm going to keep you to the end of the book. We don't give away the murder at the beginning of the show, do we? Come on. Next question's from Ben. Kent, why don't you have a girlfriend? Because Ben, your wife gives me all the pleasure I need. Next question's from Jonathan. Time and time again, you do things that make the crowd hate you. Why not be good for a change? Well, Jonathan, speaking as a winner and someone who's on top, it's not about doing good things and pleasing people. It's doing what's good for you, what's going to get you to the top spot. I've clearly done that. Something's working. Boo me, cheer me, I'm not bothered. I'm going to be me. Next question from Anonymous again. Do you trust Daniel Felix with my life? Next question from Anthony. Do you think Carol Baskin really fed her husband to the tigers? And now, I know what he's talking about. I know that everybody else is talking about. However, I don't care. And neither will any of you in 2 weeks' time when Netflix tells you to be interested in something else, alright? Jesus Christ. Next question from Tom. Why did you turn your back on Warren Banks? I like that question. Now, me and Warren have a past, a long past. Cast your minds back to a few years ago, we were a tag team in Apex. And at one of the shows, it was for the tag team championships, and I turned my back on him. I punched him in the face. It was quite pleasant, and teamed with Anthony Mafia. We went on to be the tag champs. We won the belt that night, and Warren Banks wasn't seen since. He returned in Feb to Apex, and thought that he had claim to the World Heavyweight Championship. And I thought, hang on a second, where the hell has he been for the last year and a half, whilst I've been beating every other sucker in the Apex roster? I should be getting that belt. And thankfully it turned out that, justice did prevail and I got that belt. But I thought, no, this isn't right. I don't think this Banks lad just waltzes in here and gets a shot at the championship. Now, I want to speak directly to Mr. Warren Banks. Mr. Banks, If you continue to step foot in Apex's buildings and you continue to meddle in business that isn't your own, I'm going to be there. I'm going to make a promise to you right now. Every time you think about coming back to Apex, I'm going to be there to ruin your night. Be it physically, be it mentally. You will not have a pleasant time at Apex. Don't return, Warren. Stay out of it. I hope that answers your question, Thomas. Next question from Benito. Sounds foreign, but we'll answer it anyway. Is there anyone you really want a match with? I think I already answered that. With Samuel Smooth, no? Well, I'll answer a different question. What was my favourite match that I've ever had? Has to be that classic against Warren Banks, Speak of the Devil, at the last show. I mean, what happened is he won the belt. I got the briefcase. I ran in with my mask on. I speared him with the greatest spear that's ever been seen. I took my mask off, gave him the finisher. 1, 2, 3. New heavyweight champion, Ken Nelson. 5 stars. Meltzer Classic. One of the greatest matches I've ever had. One of the biggest pleasures performing in front of those 12 people. It was more than 12 people. It was excellent. It was one of the greatest matches. So thank you, Benito, for that question that you didn't ask. Next question from Antonia Mafia, my former tag partner. Let's read this. It's actually in a quote. Although fairly obvious, who was your favourite and, in your unbiased opinion, best tag team partner of all time? Well, it certainly wasn't Warren Banks. Anthony Mafia, you and I are the longest reigning Apex Tag Champions in history. We're the first Apex Tag Champions. And I'm not counting the others because those lads haven't appeared in about a year. I'm starting to get worried. I think they're missing. If anyone's seen the Apex Tag Champions or the Apex Tag Championships, please give Apex a call. I'm starting to worry. No, me and Mafia are probably the best team Apex has ever seen. Is he my favourite tag partner? Absolutely not. That one time I teamed with Vinnie Cray was better than the whole year I spent with Anthony Mafia. And I'm glad that life's not going well for you right now in Apex, Anthony. I'll see you soon. Anonymous, did Daniel Felix administration have anything to do with the lights going out at the last show helping you win the match? That was a wordy one. Yes, the lights did go out at the end of the match, my last match with the 666 pack. No, I don't know what happened. It's an old building. The lights flicker on, the lights flicker off. Seriously, you have a shower in that place. It's sometimes cold, it's sometimes hot. It's awful. It's awful. It's very old. It's older than me, and that's saying something. I had nothing to do with the lights. Absolutely nothing. I mean, it's not my fault that 666 pack didn't keep their head in the game. You know, I mean, you must focus. I capitalized. I won. What can I say? Next question. Speaking of 666 pack, Mr. Dave Lyon, how does it feel to cheat your way to the top? Bitter much? Next question. From Dave Lyon. 2-part. Greedy. How about you prove yourself as a champion and defend the title against me? Wow. Dave, I didn't expect so much fire from you, young man. I mean, something really must have got you goat. Dave, I have friends in high places. I don't know if you knew, but I can certainly sort that out, mate. I can certainly sort that out. You want to face me for the World Heavyweight Championship? Let's do it. I'll put you through a table again, mate. You know, what can I say? Next question. Hopefully it's not from Dave. Okay. Anonymous, who is your favourite wrestler at Apex apart from yourself, apart from me? I could answer that question sarcastically. I could not answer. I could refuse to answer. Plead the fifth. However, I will answer with a unexpected answer. Quite frankly, not a lot of people will think will understand why I'm saying this, but Dexter, great man. Keep that in mind. Last question is from Ski. What's it like being the apex of Apex? Excellent question. Well, being the heavyweight champion of Apex, it's It's an incredible honor. I've been here the longest. I've been at Apex the longest. I have been up and down. I've represented Apex in Italy. I've had the tag team champion, like I said, I mentioned before, longest reigning tag champ. To finally be the man on top, having worked fairly hard, it's a relief. But it doesn't stop there, you know. I mean, hey, being the best thing in the business, it comes with a lot of pressure. But it does come with perks too. You know, the power to do whatever I want, whenever I want, to whoever I want. My best friend Daniel Felix, my good buddy the Masked Lad, and peripheral allies. It's gonna be an interesting few years for Apex. I don't plan on dropping the title anytime, and I think this is gonna be the start of something magical for Apex. Well, that's it. That's the end. I've answered all your bloody questions. Quite naff, to be honest. I mean, this is the only opportunity most people get to ask me questions. I don't do podcasts. I've never been invited to one. I don't do interviews. One of the downsides of having no friends in this business is that no one wants to talk to you. But they were alright. They were alright. Not so bad. Not so bad. Now, in all honesty, though, if you do hear from the Apex Tag Champs, let us know. Give us a call. Send us a message, anything, because it's getting scary now, honestly. But see you soon, boys.